There's this thing that happens. You've been the top performer for 2 years. You've hit every KPI. You've solved the problems no one else wanted to touch. Then it happens. Your manager pulls you into a glass-walled office, smiles, and offers you the next step, a new title, a 10% raise, a seat at the leadership table. You think you've won. You think the system is finally recognizing your worth. It isn't. You've just been handed a poisoned chalice. In the corporate world, there is a specific kind of promotion designed to neutralize high performers. It's the promotion that moves you out of the work you love and into the administrative gears that will eventually crush you. This is the promotion trap, and if you don't recognize it, it will cost you your skills, your sanity, and your market value. Here is how the system uses a title to end your career while you're still standing. 1. The Peter Principle weaponized. You've heard of the Peter Principle. People are promoted to their level of incompetence. But the system doesn't just let this happen by accident. It uses it as a strategy. When you are an elite individual contributor, a coder, a writer, an analyst, you have a specific kind of power. You own the output. The system hates that power because it's hard to replace. To neutralize you, they promote you into people management. Suddenly, you aren't building anymore. You're attending 30 hours of meetings a week. You're approving timesheets. You're mediating petty disputes between coworkers. You've been moved from a role where you were a force multiplier to a role where you are a bureaucratic buffer. They haven't elevated you. They've benched you. 2. The golden handcuffs of middle management. The raise sounds good on paper, 10%, maybe 15%. But here's the part they don't tell you: the math doesn't work. With that new title comes exempt status and an unwritten expectation of total availability. Your 40-hour week quietly becomes a 60-hour week. When you calculate your actual hourly rate, you've often taken a pay cut. More importantly, you've entered the death zone of the org chart. Middle management is the first layer to be sliced during restructuring. You are now expensive enough to be a target on a spreadsheet, but you're no longer on the tools enough to be indispensable. You've traded your specialized marketable skills for internal process knowledge that has zero value at any other company. You aren't climbing the ladder. You're walking a plank painted to look like a balcony. 3. The accountability shield. This is where it gets cynical. The system often gives you a promotion right before a disaster it knows is coming. They give you the title of head of department, just as the budget is being slashed or the legacy system is about to fail. They aren't giving you authority. They are buying an accountability shield. When the project fails, the executives above you have someone to point at. You were promoted to be the fall guy. You get the title for 6 months, the stress of a lifetime, and then you're the one who mutually departs when the numbers don't move. They didn't promote you because they believed in your vision. They promoted you because they needed a name to put on the post-mortem report. 4. The skill atrophy trap. Here is the quiet part nobody says out loud. The moment you accept the wrong promotion, your real-world skills start to die. If you spend 3 years in a strategic oversight role, you stop knowing how to execute. The industry moves, the technology changes, the street-level tactics evolve. While you were busy making slide decks about synergy, the world passed you by. 3 years later, if the company folds or you're laid off, you realize you can't go back to your old job because you're overqualified and underskilled. You've become a manager of nothing. You are now entirely dependent on the company that promoted you. That isn't a career, it's a hostage situation. The strategy: know your North Star. The system assumes everyone wants the same thing, more rank. It uses that assumption to manipulate you. Before you say yes to the next title, ask the questions they don't want you to ask. Does this role keep me on the tools or move me to the meetings? If I leave this company in 2 years, is this title more valuable than the skills I will lose? Is this authority or just responsibility? Sometimes the most alpha move you can make is to say no to a promotion. Stay in the role where you have the leverage. Stay in the role where you own the output. Stay in the role where you are building a skill set that is yours, not the company's. The system wants you to be a manager. You should want to be a master. Don't let them trade your mastery for a mid-level title and a seat at a table where you're the only one on the menu. What's the most prestigious job title you've seen that was actually a trap?